Yeah, we is M and B back with more of the Diablo 2 Resurrected. We're running around now in hell mode. We has got to hell mode, so Kang is going to be running through a little bit of hell mode. We got some stuff we traded for, some Frosties, Titans figure. So this is our, basically our quadcopter. She's a quadcopter, baby. She got 4 propellers to propel her forward in her gaming experiences. Don't forget, hit the follow, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the thumbs up, share. I'll be putting a lot of content like out here for this shit. Clips of my stuff, clips of my, I'm going to be focusing more on my clips on like good moments and finds that I find while playing Diablo 2 Resurrected with and also solo. Let me explain the build that I'm going with. I do have a build guide link in the description. There's a build guide link in the description of what I'm planning on doing with this bad boy. So very, very simple. 1-point wonders in everything you see here except for orb. Put 20 points in that shit. Fire, same thing. 1-point wonder in everything you see here plus maximize 20 points into the Hydra. 1-point wonders in everything you see here except for going to be maximizing both telekinesis and energy shield. And then once we're done with that, all the remaining points is going to be dumping into warmth. Mercenary build. He's not perfect right now. He's using some leech crown. He's using some ice blink. He's using some high meditation, low damage weapon. I need to get his damage on his weapon mo higher, but that shatter effect from the, freezes target. That's amazing. It does help kill, insta kill as more creatures as we can. So we definitely need to upgrade the weapon, but get it inside. Hopefully get another 17 roll, which I believe is to be max. Now the build on the character, using more of a magic find setup. I'm trying to find some better gear. So we got the Harley, the Shaco, as everyone calls it. The Shaco with that Pito pads. We're going with the Aki with an Ist in it. We're going to be trading this stealth out here. Our character level, one more level, we're going to be then equipping that Taurash's armor. We're wearing Taurash's belt and Taurash's amulet right now, so we're getting all those bonuses. Plus, we'll be getting a little bit more magic find when we put the Tau armor on. We're going to be using a Gurkis just for the defense because we are in hell mode. We're going to be we're going to be trading for some Mal runes, and we're also going to get a Mal rune version of the Harley quest. So we're going to get a Shaco with a Mal rune as well. So we'll put a Shaco with a Mal on when we duel. We'll wear this with a Mal when we duel. I'll replace this with like a Magic Find shield, which I already have. It's a low % chance, but the nice thing about this is it reduces my damage. Damage reduction 15. Resistances are good. Life repentance is good. Defense is good. It's got a decent chance to block, 74%. If I'm walking, which is nice. And then of course alders. We got the alders for the damage to mana and also the resistances, the life, the faster walk run. We don't really walk run with this character. We teleport. Other chance cards, I can put on Frosties if I want to. I can put on Mage Fists if I want to as well. She does have all of that as alt. And I'm wearing twin SOJs traded away for these. These are all just crap charms I found. Gold find, magic find. I'm building out a little bit more of that, a little faster walk run. Nothing to write home about. On the swap, we got the call to arms, and we got a CTA. I traded for a 554. There was a 665, which was like 5 times the amount that I was going to be willing to spend. We got the lidless here for the, honestly, it's just for the plus to skills. We're going to be replacing this with our Monarch in the chest. We've got a Monarch Spirit, not the greatest, but we're just getting it for the +2 to skills because we're not using it for any faster cast. Just getting it for +2 to skills, just for +2 to skills. Now we could also wear it while we're magic finding to get the extra resist in the magic absorb plus the +2 skills, which we'll likely do anyway. We'll probably replace the Gurkis with that. We could put that on now. So we're going to go ahead now swap over. So we can probably pull out this bad boy, put this bad boy in its place, and get that +2, make that CTA go a little higher. And while we're magic finding, probably just go ahead and pop this on and see if it's any difference in our defense and see how we play. We haven't really tried this out, but we got a little pre-buff to do, so we're gonna go ahead and do a weapon swap so we can get that pre-buff. So now, we've got that shield. Let's zoom in for you to show you. So now we got that Monarch out and we got that flail out for the call to arms pre-buff. Pre-buffing is always a good idea in house. We're going to come on out. Let that L2 triggers. We are playing with controller supremacy. So we do need to get that set up for the computer. Every time I play on the PC and on the computer, it always changes everything that I'm doing. So I'm going to go over to the skill tree, go to the general, and then we're going to go and put here, put that there, put here, that there. Let's here, skill. here. Put that there. Okay, now we're good to go. So we're gonna go swap out. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna let go. We're gonna weapon swap. And we're gonna be bango and a bongo. We're gonna now check our skill tree. We're now up to 21 on the 22 here. We're up to 31 there. That's not too bad. And we're 31 there. So we're looking pretty solid. We can now teleport, 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 teleport. Yeah, settle the blood more. You know, nothing too dangerous. Here we find a pack, we throw an orb, we throw a hydra, we throw an orb, we swap that. We hit the static field every once in a while. Helps reduce all the. You know, I'm just standing there. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to chug. I'm not going to be doing whatever I can just to see what's it like if I just do the stand in one spot and just keep spamming circle square. Try, you know, R2, R2, R2. Because R2 is where I got my static field. My circle is my hydra, and the square is my. You know. So let's go back and forth between the two. I know they're fire immune. I'm still casting hydras because stuff walks up that isn't immune. So it's just a spam, you know, spray. Boom. See, I'm doing really good. Quick kills. I haven't had any problems with my Merc dying quite yet. Swapping out to a different shield. It was not a bad idea. I'm at 574 life, 1841 on the energy pool. Gonna go ahead and grab that up. I like that. You know, it takes away the pace and you can move a little bit, be in a better position. And just standing there, we have to have the stand and fight kind of goal, you know. I don't know what will happen here. Yeah, so they got me. I got a little too close, and when the explosion hit, it got me. So yeah, I gotta still be a little more careful. So we're gonna go ahead and just teleport on over. Probably should have got the Merc first, but we'll just teleport on over. Yeah, teleport on over. That group should be dead. Go ahead and pop open. Go ahead and grab. Yeah, it's too bad I didn't get any other drops. It sucks that it burns so much fucking gold, but it also burns a little experience in this game setting. So I gotta be, still gotta keep my distance. So I'm testing out different gameplay methods. So here we go. Let's go ahead and do the swap out. Let's go ahead and do that. Kabango, kabongo, kaboonga. Now this is without a swap. Let's see what we got. We got 30. So let's swap. Let's check it out with the swap. We got 31. So we're looking low better. Definitely have to swap out to do that again. Again, I'm going to land here. I'm not really going to give too much of a shit about these guys. I'm not going to care. We're bringing the game volume down some. There we go. Just going to see if they drop anything valuable. They did kill my Merc. Oh, because I got immune to Fizz and I wasn't throwing any orbs. I see that. That got rid of his ass. So you know, I looked away, adjusted my game volume, and I got my Merc killed. You know, the Merc's probably looking at me from the great beyond going, really, mofo? Really? You couldn't be paying attention to me before you let my ass die? Look, I'm so sorry. All right, run back to town. So, not as defensive. Probably. You know, it's cool and all. I probably want to run the Gherkins again. So, I'm feeling a little more squishy. So, I'm going to go ahead and, because it is hell mode. I do feel a little more squishy. So, I'm going to go ahead and just pop that on again and give myself some more of the defenses here. So, feeling significantly less squishy now. Let's actually just check one thing. What resistances does this have? Does it have any? So what's it got? It's got none. So yeah, I definitely need the resistances here in hell. So we're going to go ahead and stick with the Gherks. The Gherkes. Telepoots. You know, boom, boom, boom. Don't really care. Going back and forth. Yeah, a lot tougher. Gotta say, you gotta be able to survive. If you can't survive an engagement, it doesn't matter whether or not you have a high magic find. You can't magic find when you're dead. You know, and having a little bit less plus to skills, I think, is a better idea at this point because we definitely need those defenses. So we're gonna go ahead now. I'm gonna do the weapon swap again. Go boom, 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 boom. Swap out, boom, and bam. Don't like curses being on me, so I'll keep my distance. It increases your chances of getting annihilated when you. So I'm even playing without any sound, so I can actually pop this on and then be able to hear that. The reason why I'm not is because I'm running a live stream where I'm hearing myself talk, and that honestly is very distracting. So, reason why I don't have the on. So I'm actually running a live stream while I'm gaming. Yeah, I'm trying to be a busy beaver trying to maximize exposure. So I'm streaming right now onto YouTube, X, and onto Rumble. Red Pill Fight Club, everywhere. Red Pill Fight Club. You see me on X, you can simply go at Doom Elbow. But doing pretty well here. Just the Bloodmore, I know. Well, the Gurkey's definitely a necessity. Definitely a necessity. Once I hit level 71, I can put on that towels, and my resistances should go up quite a bit. I should get tougher, even more so, because it's a lacquered mail. It's a much more defensive. Yeah. So we're going to go to the next area. We've actually made it all the way to the monastery thus far. So let's roll over. Let's go ahead and do the Black Marsh. Let's go ahead and do the Countess again. Might find some decent rooms. Let's go ahead and get the buff done. Boom, 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 boom. Swap out. Bam, bam. And let's start teleporting. It's all about efficiency. Ooh, got another experience shrine. I'll definitely take that. Looks like we already found the tower, which is nice. Keep our distances to keep the exploding people, the exploding monsters that you kill. So it's just when you're killing an elite pack, always keep your distance because you don't want time to try to read whether or not they are cold or fire enchanted, because that a lot of times will just kill you outright. Just the explosion of their death. They're like, F you when they die. They do give your character the chance to find rainbow facets, which essentially you're assuming that creature that was killed had something with a rainbow facet in it because he had an FU, Frost Nova, or whatever, when he died. Would it be nice that the elite packs like that should have a higher percent chance of dropping, a poison or a frost, facet. So in the game there are jewels. You'll find gems in the game. You also find jewels. The jewels look like a gem, which is with an ornate golden cage. That's what a jewel is. It's a gem, but it's got extra, and the extra is the gold, cage around it that's been like enchanted with some sort of special powers. And sometimes you can find some really nice jewels. So a gem and jewel are two separate things. The gems are just like the gemstones, the rubies, the amethysts, the topaz, sapphires, that emeralds, but skulls. But you don't ever find a skull rainbow facet, which is interesting. So they can add skull rainbow facets to the game, and and give you something like a last chance at life. It says if you take lethal damage, it actually doesn't count, but instead, refills your all your. Oh, they should add maybe like a superpower in this game. Like add like a super bar, an extra little meter that fills up, and if you everyone gets one that fills up whenever you kill creatures. Whenever you kill creatures, you build this up slowly. Make it the slowest filling bar, unless you've got like this new kind of skull facet. The skull could be a new kind of rainbow facet jewel that drops, but with a skull instead of a topaz or a ruby or whatever. And it says here that if you were to take lethal, maybe one of them have be sought after, be a legendary gem, a legendary rainbow facet, like they should call them. They should change them from uniques to legendaries in the game literature and describe them as such in the tutorial. And everybody start using the word legendary instead of when it comes to this game. It's actually the rarest in this game that are actually unique. How far away do you have to be to get into the static? So, first question. It'd be nice. We say, like, instead of taking lethal damage, when you take lethal damage, you instead have a 25% chance of, you know, instead, you know, triggering your super no matter how full it is, no matter how empty the bar is. Here, I got the towel rushes. I can put that on there. And I like to put on the towel's armor. And also allow you to cast your super, so it saves you from death. Allows you to go like a Super Saiyan and just blow everything up on the screen with whatever superpower you chose. You'll have like 3 different superpowers that you can choose from for each character class. Add that to the game, Blizzard. Give us like a super move. Like you could do it like maybe once a game session. You know what I mean? In a game session app, you can do it like maybe it takes 15 minutes, 20. It takes 15 minutes to fill up. It's like kind of a slow one, you know. But if you get these facets, it could fill up, you know, faster. You know, it'd be nice, you know. But also give you these extra little perks for wearing it. So boom, take the stealth off, and with the Tau Rasha. Stealth, put it on our giveaways. We'll be giving away a lot of this stuff here. So, but just to show you, with the Tao's armor, I now have another 65% chance of getting magic items, plus 10% faster cast rate. So it's a nice bonus. So if we go over to my character screen, I have 388 magic finally, which is getting at that sweet spot. That 300 plus is kind of the sweet spot. You're going to start seeing my drops increase. I now can just start dumping more points into energy because I got my strength where it needs to be. The lightning skills. Going to keep pumping each one of these one after another. They're both at base 11 now, which is good. So Tau Rashas. We look a bit sexier too in that purple. Yeah, we do wish that silly green cat would be able to be colored too. Be nice to get cosmetics in the game to change the Shaco from the way it looks to some other cosmetic. But listen, Blizzard, put cosmetics in this game, and you will see people come flocking to it just for the cosmetics, man. But if you do some of these things that I suggest, you add new rune words, you add new sets, you add a couple of new legendaries. Maybe you revamp all the legendaries that are currently in the game and actually make all of them useful. You know. Give us some more useful rune words. Ghosties have a chance of dropping runes, by the way. So ghosties have a chance. So ghosty boys will kill ghosty boys because they have a very small loot table. So. Watch out for the archers. The archers seem to be the most dangerous things that are down here, in my opinion, because they hit you from range and they hit you hard. You know, not much of a challenge in here, which is good. Definitely the Gurkies is definitely making sure that I'm not being foolish. I need to get some Mal runes so I can have a Mal rune version of the game, of the character. Gonna get her a Gladiator's Bane with a Mal rune. Gonna get her another Shaco with a Mal rune. I'm gonna put a Mal rune in my Gurkies. Oh, that's for show. You know what I mean? Like I said, you have to have a good balance of defense and also offense to really, really make this game make sense. So I'm gonna go ahead now and do the swap. Go ahead and do the pump. And then I'm going to go back to attacking. That helped out my Merc too because it pumps up his skills, pumps up his life. He was immune to physical, but not immune to fire. So we're fighting that ghosty boy. Drop the Neff room. I got plenty of Neffs. I'm going to skip the Neff. I'm going to grab the Juvie though. I'm going to definitely grab the Juvie. Okay, grab the mana. Just stand here and fight. Something's immune to a lightning and also fire. I'm going to go ahead and heal my Merc. You got him. Make sure you keep your Merc healthy. So I have like the hotkey set on this. Hold. Boom. So I can heal my Merc by holding L2 and hitting the left on the direction pad. It's such a great thing to be able to heal your Merc. A lot of people, they wouldn't do it on the computer because you had to do a special combination of buttons to make it work. Well, on the controller, they make it easy. Would it be nice if they would also add on the controller quality of life that it would say auto heal Merc, yes or no? And you run a risk of your Merc going through all your potions. Says when your Merc's health gets down to like 10%, do you want to heal? 25%, do you want them to heal? You just set what the setting is. Auto heal Merc, sensitivity. And the sensitivity will be, okay, if he gets down to 25% health, then yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and have him have him auto use a potion from my belt. Starting with full rejuvenations. Well, for him, health. See, he prioritizes health pots. So you see, keep a row of health pots. But if you want him insta-healed, you put rejuvenations on there, and he'll go for rejuvies first. He doesn't use mana. You can't use those. But he will benefit from the insta-heal of rejuvenation. So we'll teleport away a little bit. She may be enchanted. Stay away a little bit. Let her get pelted from afar. She's immune to both the elements. I'm doing some hitting static, letting my Merc take her out. She's fire and cold enchanted. I'm going to heal the Merc, and we got her. She dropped me a hell, which is great to be able to re-roll spirits and such like that. So if you got a lot of spirit sets, if you put the Monarch that you put the spirit runes in, let's say you got a really low faster cast rate. I don't care about the faster cast rate on this one because I'm only using it to pump myself +2 to skills. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's the only +2 to skills shield that's in the game. Which they need to change that. You want to compete with Spirit Monarchs? Give us some options for +2 to skills, please. Blizzards of the lizards of the blizzards, please. Do give us some +2 to skill options on some of those, what you used to call them legendaries. So that's going to be the session for you. It's just a little run for the Countess. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some tips, got some information. Hope the Blizzard will hear our cries. So until next time, everybody, I mean, holy shit and we are enjoying this stuff a lot. I do hope you've been tuning in. I hope you do all the follows and everything else that's been going along with that. So hit the follow, the share, the subscribe. I'll be putting out some shorts of some of the best moments of the game. Enjoy. Take care, y'all.